Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here is Alec Mapa. Hey, Alec, how's it going today?
Hey, Kayden, it's great. I'm glad we finally got together because this is like our third try.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot of
kept on getting the dates
confusion.
wrong or the time zone wrong, and it's like I didn't want you to think that I was a flake because I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're on Pacific time and I'm on Eastern, so that was
I
confusing. I can tell.
know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, kind of tell us a little bit on how you got your start with your acting.
I was a weird gay kid in high school and I didn't fit in anywhere else. And then I met all the drama kids and I found my tribe. That was like all of a
Hmm.
sudden, I grew up kind of being bullied and being the misfit and the weirdo. And all of a sudden, I met the drama kids at my high school, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
all the weird things that were weird or queer about me all of a sudden made sense. And then I went to New
Hmm.
York to go to NYU, and then my first job was on Broadway in a play called M Butterfly, and then I did Broadway for a couple years, and then I came to Los Angeles and I started doing television. So,
Wow.
folks who watch me, you can see all of my stuff on You can see my entire television history. It's all streaming on Amazon and Hulu. I'm on Ugly Betty, Desperate Housewives, Switched at Birth, which is on Freeform. You can see me on Doom Patrol, which is on HBO, DC comic series if you like that, and a bunch of movies on Amazon.
That's awesome for sure. Absolutely. If you could act with anyone that you have not had a chance to act with, who would it be and why?
Sheesh, a Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster or Grover. I've worked with a
Hmm.
lot of famous people. I just did a television show with Alec Baldwin. Also, I did a movie with Alec Baldwin. This is just me talking about all my credits. Your listeners are going to be like, this guy's so full of himself. I'm changing the channel. No, I just did a TV show with Alec Baldwin, but I always grew up kind of loving Grover and Cookie Monster and thinking those are the big stars that I want to do something with. And a friend of mine recently did a video with Kermit the Frog, and I was like
Hmm.
so jealous. Who's your favorite Sesame Street Muppet, Caden?
Um, that's a hard one. I think I'm gonna have to go with Cookie Monster as well.
Cookie Monster's awesome. Cookie Monster, and then
Hmm.
Grover comes in a close second. I mean, either one I'd be happy with, but if I ever got to actually work with Cookie Monster, that would be better than working with Meryl Streep. And you can quote me.
Hmm. Hmm. Absolutely, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What is a favorite show that you've acted for and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ugly Betty was so much fun because I got to work with Vanessa Williams all the time, and America Ferrara and Michael Urie, and we always had like these amazing Broadway guest cast week after week after week. I mean, when you're on a hit show, everybody wants to be on it.
Hmm.
And one week, Caden, I got to act opposite Betty White, and that was really, really exciting. So if you go to Hulu, pardon me, I'm gonna burp. I did it off of the mic to be considerate. Um, if you go to Hulu and look up Ugly Betty, the episode is called Bananas for Betty. And you can see me and Betty White. It was really, really fun.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. What advice would you give someone that might want to start doing acting?
Do something else.
Hmm.
Listen, nobody could have talked me out of this. Nobody could
Hmm.
have said, listen, you're Filipino, you're short, you're gay. This is good luck. But I
Yeah, because
managed to
here
make
you are today, like
I
well
know.
known on all these different movies.
Yeah, I managed to make my living exclusively as an actor for 35 years. So,
Hmm.
I would advice I would say, visualize where you want to be. I mean, that's the secret sauce. If you can visualize it and really see yourself doing something, I mean, I'm sure you thought, I'm going to be on radio and I'm going to do this. Didn't you kind
Hmm.
of pre-visualize, see yourself doing it?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go. Dreams come true.
Hmm. Absolutely, for sure. Do you have someone that inspired you to start doing acting, or was it more yourself that wanted to act?
I saw Whoopi Goldberg on Broadway when I was in college, and I was like, oh
Hmm.
my gosh, she's amazing. She did a solo show. You're too young to remember this. But she did a solo show on Broadway where she played like 10 different characters, and they were all completely different, and she just kind of blew me away. And I remember thinking, wow, that's what to aim for. So Whoopi Goldberg was a huge inspiration to me.
That's great for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any upcoming projects that are new that we can look forward to?
Yeah, I'm filming a movie right now in Salt Lake City, Utah. So you're lucky because I'm home for a minute, so we can talk. It's a Christmas movie, and it's gonna come out on I think Netflix at Christmas time. Called I don't know if I could talk about it just yet, but I'm working on a Christmas movie that's gonna be on Netflix at Christmas time, and then you can see me on this. I have a movie on Amazon right now that's really great called Queen Bees, and it's with Ellen Burstyn and Anne Margaret and all these amazing people. And Granddaddy Daycare, which is also on Amazon, starring me and Danny Trejo from the Machete films. I don't know if you know him,
Hmm.
but he's wonderful.
Hmm. Absolutely, for sure. Where do you see
Mm,
yourself in like the next 5 to 10 years?
I don't know, taking a nap. That's always such a weird question. And why is it always 5 to 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Oh, you're gonna flip it on me now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah,
just playing with you.
I'm
No
curious
worries.
about people, Kayden. I don't know if you know that about me.
Hmm.
I'm a seeker.
You're a
Yeah, so
seeker
five to
that
ten years,
will.
Kayden, go.
All right, awesome. Let's do it. So I see myself 5 to 10 years being on an FM station,
Mhm.
and being able to share, doing different voice work and stuff for people. Absolutely, that's where I see
Oh,
myself.
that's wonderful. Well,
Thank
five to
you.
10 years from now, hopefully my son will be graduating from college.
Yeah. Also
Um,
graduating too. Yeah.
oh yeah, well done, well done. You getting good
Mhm.
grades?
Yes. Actually, I am. This whole year I got straight A's. So
Well, oh, yo, did you do remote learning or did you actually go to school? Because my son had to go to remote learning.
a little bit of both.
Yeah. Are you the
More for
same
the
age
beginning
as
of
my
the year.
kid? Are you 16 years old as well?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow. So what kind of social media do you have? Do you have like everything? Do you have TikTok and Instagram and
Pretty much everything. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get TikTok off of my phone because I felt like it was too much of a time suck. I was like, I'm looking at
Mm-hmm.
this literally
Mm-hmm.
all the time. So 5 to 10 years, hopefully my kid is I don't know, I graduated from college, he's happy. I want to be on a sitcom that's a hit sitcom. Sitcom's the best gig you could possibly have. And the end. I just like working. I love working. As long as I'm working, I'm happy. I love being
Hmm.
tired at the end of the day because I was doing something that I loved.
Hmm. Absolutely, for
That's
sure.
my advice for everybody. It's just like
Mhm.
if you do something you love, then you love working. You know, and
Yeah.
that is the
Oh
difference.
yeah.
If you're doing something that you don't love that you have to do instead of want to do, that sucks the energy out of you, and it kind of leaves you with less time to follow your passions or follow the things that you're really excited about. And
Right.
I'm dumb because I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have a plan B. I had to make this work or else they ain't nothing.
Yeah. I mean, still good to have a plan B, but luckily you got lucky in that case. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm really, 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 really lucky. I've gotten to work with wonderful people, and I just want to meet people and hang out and laugh,
Hmm.
and just kind of like we were filming this movie up in Salt Lake City with Kyle Richards, who was from Real
Hmm.
Housewives of Beverly Hills, and hilarious. And I just filmed a guest spot on RuPaul's Drag Race that's coming out on All Stars, and just hanging out with those people, drag queens, and laughing my head off. That's really kind of like the best place to be.
Hmm.
Laughing.
Absolutely, for
I like
sure.
to laugh.
Hmm. Hmm. I bet. I bet. I can tell that about you. Why, I don't know, but I can tell that you're a
You
big
could
laughter.
tell you're like you should work for the FBI. You're very, very perceptive.
If someone was gonna make a life movie about you, who would play it? Who would play you?
Wow. Clearly Henry Cavill, because we look so much alike. I mean, you know
Really?
how many times a day I'm stopped on the street. and
Hmm.
people say, "Oh my God, you were the most amazing Superman ever. I loved you." In The Witcher, um, you're not laughing. These are the jokes, Kayden. This is the
Hmm.
you've checked out on me.
Hmm.
Alec, I'm not listening
Yeah.
to you
Hmm.
anymore. You're distracted. Are you looking at TikTok?
No, I am not. I am listening to you completely. I am listening to you completely. I
Who
promise.
would
Yeah,
play
there.
me? I'd play me. I don't work enough. I would want to play myself. I mean, who else is going to be able to tell that story but me?
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Hmm. For sure.
Is that your
Do you have
phone?
any other hobbies or interests outside of acting that you like doing?
Oh, wow. Hmm. Not really. I love reading. I like it's summertime, so I
Hmm.
have like a stack. Is that your phone or my phone?
That's definitely your phone. This is great content, though. I'm keeping it.
So well, it's real. It's authentic. You,
Right.
I told my Henry Cavill joke that he was going to play me. You totally like were completely deadpan. You just and I had to save myself. What were we talking about? It's not my phone. That was my phone. It was probably my phone.
I know it's your phone because my phone does not sound like that. So,
All right. What question
mhm.
did you ask me? I'm old, so I've already forgot.
I was asking you what hobbies or interests you have outside of
Hobbies or
acting. Right.
interests.
Hmm.
Yeah, reading books. I love to read, and I love being with my family. Just being with my family. I have a 16-year-old son. I've been married to the
Hmm.
same guy for 19 years. So just being with my family, with my in-laws and
Hmm.
cousins and stuff. Just getting together with family is my favorite thing to do.
Hmm. Absolutely, for sure.
Hmm. I also
During
like
like the
money. I like
quarantine,
money a
you
lot.
like money?
Yeah, just big stacks of it, kind of taking up room in the house.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
I made you laugh finally. Sheesh,
No, I
tough
laughed the
room.
whole time.
No, not a spontaneous laugh like the one that you just did, Kayden. You
Okay.
wanna
All right.
when you
Perfect.
have a guest as needy as I am, you guys smile a lot and
Okay.
laugh so that I know that you're engaged.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. As my
Hmm.
therapist says, I think our time will be up soon. I think it's time to
Yeah,
wrap this up.
eventually,
Yeah.
yes.
So you have a
Also,
country western show. Do you
yes,
play country music? And
I do, yes.
where does this air, Caden?
All right. So this airs on like 60 plus stations.
Wow. 60
Hmm.
plus terrestrial stations. Like if I would tuning on the radio, if I was in your area, I would be able to hear you. Do you hear my dog barking in the background?
More online stations, more online. They're
Fantastic.
more online, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Do
do
your
have a
fan
couple. I'm not sure exactly, where, because I go worldwide too, so it's all over.
mm.
Yeah.
Is there a live chat? Do your fans try to talk to you?
Yeah, I have it on my website.
Oh, that's very cool. Who's your
Hmm.
favorite listener?
I don't have a favorite listener, to be
You don't?
honest.
You don't have
No.
one listener that if I just had this one listener, then everybody else could go away.
You stumped me on that one, Alec. You stumped me.
I stumped the host. Well, listen, if you're listening to Caden's show right now, just know that he loves each and every one of you equally and is grateful
Yes.
that you tuned in today to listen to his mix of today's best country.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hmm. Yeah. So, like during this whole quarantine, did you film during the quarantine or?
I did. I filmed one movie and a couple television shows, and no, a couple movies actually. And it's still spooky out there because there's this Delta variant that's even more contagious, and there's a lot
Mhm.
of unvaccinated people who aren't getting vaccinated. And it's unfortunate to read every day in the papers that there are
Unfortunately,
unvaccinated
yeah.
people who are now have COVID and are now very
Right.
sick, who were
Hmm.
saying, I didn't know this was real, or I didn't think this would happen to me. So
It's
just on
definitely
behalf,
real. Yeah, it's
huh?
definitely real.
It's
Definitely
definitely
real. Hmm.
real. Be a team player, get vaccinated. Remember when we all had childhood polio? You don't? You want to know why? Because we were all vaccinated for it.
Hmm. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I filmed a bunch. I worked, but we were very strict on sets here. We had masks, we had shields, we had gloves. They took our temperature every day. I had my nose swabbed every day. It's not a sensation I recommend or talk about with any sorts of joy. Yeah, it's a lot.
Absolutely, for sure. Is there anything else that you'd like to share today before we wrap this up?
You can listen to me every week. I have a mental health podcast called Alec Mapa,
Oh,
Hot Mess with Matthew Dempsey, psychotherapist, and it's a comedy podcast all about mental health because I wanted to take the stigma out of talking about depression or anxiety or trauma, all that fun stuff that people are kind of like. We talk about stuff that people would normally be embarrassed to talk about or maybe ashamed, and I talk about all of my mental health struggles out in the open because I want people to be comfortable talking about their struggles as well. Everybody has a struggle of their own. So again, it's called
yes.
Alec Mapa Hot Mess with Matthew Dempsey, psychotherapist. I'm also the official podcast host of the official RuPaul's Drag Race podcast every Monday. It comes out, no, it comes out every Wednesday. Yeah, wherever podcasts are streamed.
Awesome. I just want to say a huge thank you to Alec Mapa for joining us right here on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We appreciate your time, Alec.
Woohoo! Get vaccinated, everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.